Right, this is the seed of life. It's a circle. You divide the circumference into 6 just because it's the same as the radius. You know, it's very, and then you draw a circle from each of those 6 points. So there's 7 circles. That's the seed of life. In sacred geometry, it's a very special figure. You can draw Metatron's cube from this, and you can construct all of the platonic solids just from this simple figure. By extending the circles out, you can create the tree of life and the flower of life. So if you think about this, you've got certain segments. You've got this segment here, and I'm colouring these so that it distinguishes between the dark wood and the light wood that I'm going to use to create the effect. And in fact, I'm going to find some gold card, and I'm actually going to line the segments with gold card so that it creates the gold lines. So to turn this one, it's a 40mm by 10mm blank with the ends brought to a 90-degree point at each end, and they can be arranged around this circle, and all the turning's going to be done on this circle. And whenever you've got a convex shape, you've got to turn that on that edge on the outside of that circle. Whenever you've got a concave shape like that one there, the inside of this, you turn it on the inside of that circle, which was a good realization. So there's that piece. What am I going to use for my lighter colour? How about silver? Oops, excuse me. There's 6 of those, so you can turn them all at once by arranging them around that circle. Then you've got this tile figure. There's 5 tiles, and there's always 6 of each tile, so there's 30. I was calling them tiles, sorry, they're segments. Well, you could call them tiles, I suppose, in the Islamic tradition. They're called tiles. So this is also probably the most simple mandala, and the reason I'm doing this is because it gives my mind a way of working up to more complicated mandalas. So you've got 6 of those around there, 6 of the first one and 6 of those. That's like inner part of the figure, and those can be turned in 3 turns. So you've got one, which is this convex, which can be turned on the outside. But before you can do that, you've got to turn these concaves. So the tiles will be, I think that's 40 by 30, I think. Yes, 40 by 30 piece of wood. I'll probably bring them down to a point, arrange them on the outside of the circle again, and turn one of the concave parts, sorry. Turn it round, all 6 at the same time, and turn the other concave part, and then you can put all 6 into the circle, your turning circle, your radius, diameter or whatever, and turn this outside curve. So now we've got the whole of that inner part of the seed of life done. Now to get to the outside part, we've got this type, dark wood. So all of the lights are surrounded by darks, and all of the darks are surrounded by lights. We're never going to get a light and a dark meeting along an edge, a curve. So there's that one, which is one convex. So with the when you work out the blank size, whatever that is, 40 by 40 I'm guessing. Yeah, it's bound to be 40 by 40. Arrange them all around the outside, turn that concave arc, and then turn them to the inside and turn the two, so it's 3 turn-ins again for this one because it's got 3 sides. Turn the convex ones, yeah, that's right, and we've got these 6 petals. And the next one is another light one, it's a bigger one. There is a name for these shapes, the ones between the petals, but I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, I can't remember. I don't do enough mandala work, sadly. If you haven't checked out Zach Corvin's, that's Z-A-C-K-O-R-V-I-N, Corvin. The channel name on YouTube is just Corvin. His spectacular mandalas. So if you want to learn mandalas, and I'll be attempting to do some of his mandalas using these techniques. So we've got that tile there. Again, it's 3 turn-ins, although we can only do 3 of those at a time. Well, we can do the 6 of the convex curves, but that outside curve is 120 degrees, so you can see that same shape in here, in fact. So 3 of those will go inside the circle to turn. So you'll have to turn the convex in 2 turns of 6 and the outside in 2 turns of 3. And the final piece, the 5th, is this one, a border piece, and this has got 2 diameter, and that's got 2 concave curves which we turn again. We can turn all 6 in 2 lots to turn in around our outside of our circumference. And the other one, maybe we construct the whole thing and just turn it then, or just put that bigger circle on the faceplate and line everything up around these 6 points on your faceplate. Not sure yet how I'm going to approach that, but definitely turn the 6, as I've turned all the others, around this central circle as a faceplate feature, the diameter being the important thing. They all have to be exactly the same diameter, obviously. I'll make a little marked tool post to do that, so that I can get the exact diameter every time. So when that's done, let me zoom in a bit. Maybe you can't see the colour difference there, I don't know. Yeah, you can now. We've got 6 of those, 6 of those, 6 of those, 6 of those, and 6 of those, and that will construct into a nice platter for the seed of life. Now that 8-sided form that I did, I want it to be higher, so what I'm going to do is have a separate foot. So I'm going to get, instead of 22 millimeters thick, I'm going to make it a 20 millimeter high foot, and glue it at the back of the shape when it's glued together, to create the foot on that radius, on that circumference. And yeah, that's how I'm planning to go about it. It will be the next thing that I make, and then definitely getting back to the oval turning, because I've got something nice planned for that. Thanks for watching.